Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. The holidays have been kind of crazy, and I'll explain to you because they're not crazy as in like fun crazy, but crazy as in like I have been in a terrible mood, so I haven't made much new videos. But it's about to be a new year, so this will be my last video for 2025. Oh gosh, we're going into 2026. And in this video, I just want to talk about something I learned, like things I learned this past year. And I saw a quote today and my it said no hate because the love I give is a reflection of me and your inability to hold it as a reflection or has nothing to do with me. Okay, let me repeat it because I already messed up. No hate because the love I give is a reflection of me, and your inability to hold it has nothing to do with me. And I think that is the biggest lesson I've learned, not even this past year, but the past 2 years. A lot of the times when bad things happen to us, we immediately put ourselves down, whether it be somebody breaks up with us, we get played, we lose a job, anything really, like anything bad that happens to us. Maybe we have family members going through it, and we immediately start to almost blame ourselves, especially when it's like when it comes to um like an unrequited love, a friendship that fell apart, and we start to blame ourselves. I feel like I do, and I'll immediately think like, well, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? And then with time, I feel like this year is when was a big year of like literally just healing. I was single the whole year. Um, and it's ironic because people think I'm always in a relationship and will make comments. Ma'am, I've been single now, it's gonna be just well, it is gonna be 2026. The entire year I've been single. Okay, single. So, anyways, have I had my little flings? I'm not even gonna get into that. But that don't count. That don't count. I was single the whole year. And so this year was a year of healing and a year of coming to terms with a lot of the pain I've experienced the past 3 years. Like a lot of the pain, a lot of the trying to hold something together that is not being held together. Um, and so this year I was like, wait a minute, like let me actually reflect on everything. Was it actually my fault? Um, and yeah, it was so crazy. Like this year, I'm not, it's like it was not good by any means. Like nothing really crazy happened good, but it wasn't a bad year. I think it's been bad like the past month because I'm going through personal struggles. I don't want to get into that. More so not even with me, but with a loved one that's doing bad mentally, I will say. And so I don't even want to get into that, but like the whole year, I put myself out there. I went to concerts by myself. I went to places by myself, something I had never had the courage to do before. That started like end, very, very end of 2024. And this year, if I wanted to go somewhere, I went, whether I had somebody to go with or not. Thankfully, I did meet people along the way, and I am very grateful for them. And my goal for 2025, and it started midway, was just like to make more friends. And I feel like I achieved that. I got closer to some of the people that were already in my life. And I am a big advocate for like women need friends. You need like it takes a village, literally. Even if you don't have kids, it takes a village to be a woman and have other women there that are supporting you and having these like deep conversations with you, being there for you. Like you need friends, you do. And this year I came to terms with I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Surprise. I'm not. Like some people, it's like there's a quote that says you could be the juiciest peach in the world and somebody will still hate peaches. That was like one of my top quotes for this year that I came to terms with. Like, it doesn't matter what I do, whether I oh, I'm going to try to be prettier. I'm going to try to lose weight. I'm going to try to be smarter or be more educated or be more helpful. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're putting yourself last, you're going to collapse. And you're not everyone's cup of tea. Like, and that's okay. I mean, you could be stunning, beautiful. Am I talking about myself? Maybe I am. But I'm just saying in general, like you could be a great person. You could be have lots of empathy, be giving and kind and forgiving, and somebody will still not be able to handle that. Somebody maybe wasn't loved in their childhood. Somebody maybe has trauma they're dealing with, and they will still not be able to accept that. And so that was a huge lesson for me that I almost didn't want to learn that, but I learned that the hard way. And it's almost like you're giving so much, and then you think, oh, if I give more, maybe they'll like me more. And that is the biggest scam because they won't. What makes you think they're going to appreciate you more? They don't already. And this isn't even like this happened to me this year because I'm saying I'm single. I mean, this is like the lessons that in like 2025, they all came together. Not necessarily that because really I didn't have anything really like I said, I was single all year, but I did like come to terms on a lot of things and realize a lot of things, and that was huge for me, like realizing this person just doesn't like me and I'm going to move on, and that's okay. This person just doesn't appreciate me, and you don't have to try to sit there and prove your worth because I've done that before. You do not have to. stand up stand up and go find somebody that does appreciate your worth from the start. I always tell people from the start, you should, when you meet a man, okay, I'm talking to the girls. When you meet a man, and excuse the little pimple I have down here, oops. Um, when you meet a man, you should immediately be treated with respect and love and care. Okay, when you're not, you need to leave immediately. You need to leave because it will only get worse with time. Um, And I think a lot of the times women fall for this like struggle of like, I need to just stay and put up with things and that I'm not okay with because maybe they're afraid to be alone or they feel like time is passing them by. Um, you know, and now it's like women in their 40s, you look at them, they look amazing. They look like they're 20. 40s is the new 20s. A lot of y'all think I'm older than I am. Some of you do think I'm younger, but I've said it before. I am 27 right now, so I'm still got like one more month of being 27, and then I'm gonna be 28. I do not feel like time is running out. And that is another lesson I learned in 2025. We put so much pressure on ourselves, especially society, the pressure that they put on women of like you need to stay young and look like a teenager. It's absolutely ridiculous. I truly believe, and I've seen the women around me and the women in my family, a lot of my female friends are way older. Not way older, but like actually, yeah, like they're older. And you could not tell me that they're the age that they are. They look young, they're fresh, they act young, they're fun, energetic people. Most of my friends are older, and the pressure that society puts on women is ridiculous. Like, we should not have to spend our lives as women trying to still look like a teenager. It's gross. And there is nothing wrong with looking your age. And I came to terms with that this year of like, I'm always so rushed. Like, I need to make this happen by this age. If you look at a lot of our icons, right? Like you have one of my biggest icons is Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek truly didn't begin her she didn't break out in her acting career until she was in her 30s. And she didn't get married till she was honestly, I think 40. She got like she met her husband when she was like 40. And so a lot of the times we think time is running out, and no. Like, you cannot convince me 30 is old. You've literally only had 9 years to be an adult because you're not even a full adult till you're 21. Frontal lobe isn't even developed till you're like 27, 28. So that is the biggest scam. I'm not buying into that in 2026. Ain't nobody gonna call me old. I'm young and I'm gonna be young until I die because being young is a mentality, okay? Um, and I know you guys have seen those crazy facelifts. I'm gonna start saving up because I do love natural beauty, don't get me wrong, but some of them look so like they're like 70, 80 getting facelifts. I've seen one, she was like in her 70s and she went from 70 to like 39. It was insane. She looked way younger. She looked beautiful. Um, and I'm all for it. So I need to start saving up for when that time comes. But yeah, time is not running out. 2026, I want everybody to around me to just be happy and feel young and put themselves first too. That's huge. That's something I've learned from a lot of the men I've met. It's they're selfish. And as women, we need to learn to also put ourselves first because men, if they're not happy in a situation, they're either going to cheat or they're going to leave. Like that is I mean, that's just a fact. And I'm not saying all men, okay? Because my dad is amazing for sure, and he definitely did things he didn't want to do for me, and he sacrificed a lot for me. So I'm not gonna say all men, but especially the younger generation of men, they put themselves first. That's one thing. And so women need to do that more. Like women need to be more selfish. And I think it's like in our nature, like we're just naturally very empathic. And again, I'm generalizing, but that's just my opinion. And I think women just always tend to give more. And, you know, going into 2026, just value yourself and know that give enough to where you're showing that you're a kind, honest person, but don't give too much where you get played and stepped on and used, because that's not okay. Um, but yeah, the holidays were kind of rough. My mom didn't have the best time because her mom passed away, my grandma passed away last year. So it was hard seeing someone I love kind of still in grief. And like my mom says, it's something that you never get over. You don't get over the pain. You just learn to deal with it. And my mom and my grandma were extremely close, extremely close. They would talk on the phone for 3 hours every day. I mean, their bond was unbreakable. And so it has definitely affected my mother, and I'm there for her in her grieving process. And I love my grandma too. She would visit us a lot when I was a little girl. And so when somebody passes, it's very surreal. It's almost like I still tell myself that that she's still in her home in Mexico. Like I don't want to accept the fact that she's gone and I don't want to go back to the house because it's like I just imagine her still being there. But go like dealing with a loved one that is depressed or going through grief is not easy at all, especially when that person is always been very, very strong. And I know she'll get through it and she's very strong, but it is hurtful and painful. And yeah, these holidays just weren't it. I know that she would have rather, been with her family, and thankfully her brother did come to visit, my uncle, but it's still not the same. We didn't have a party. Around the holidays it gets very tough for me. Like I just want them to pass, and I always loved the holidays and I still do. It's just it gets so tricky mentally around those days. I definitely was on my ashwagandha, definitely was meditating. And you almost want to reach out to people that you shouldn't, because you want to tell them everything that's going on. But thankfully I have built, and I'm not going to get emotional, such an amazing support system with the friends that I have. And there is nothing better than that. There is nothing better than a friend. Like, honestly, I value my female friendships so, so much. And I say female friendships because I don't really have a lot of straight male friends. So that's why I say that. But my woman friendships, I value them so much. They're so special and I appreciate them when they're there, because it's not always easy to go through things alone. And as you guys know, I'm an only child. I don't have a big family. I don't have much of a family at all, and it's not like I wanna talk down on them because I love them still from a distance, but I don't have, like, a close cousin that I talk to every day. I simply don't. Um, I am not close to my dad's family at all anymore. Um, and then, like, I could not tell you what they're doing. I could not tell you their contact information, nothing. And then, besides my dad's like, some of my dad's, yes, but most of them, no, like, the cousins my age. And then on my mom's side, um, I'm not I'm closer to my mom's side for sure, but just in general, I don't have, like, a girl cousin my age that I talk to all the time. I don't have many cousins at all that I speak to at all. Um, that's another, like, I just don't ever wanna get on here and bash anybody, so I hold my tongue a lot, just know that. I don't want to come on here and air everyone's business and how dirty they did me and how I felt abandoned. I don't feel everybody has their own journey in life and I don't take it personal anymore. I've learned to heal and grow from certain things like I said. Like I said earlier, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Um my throat is so dry. But anyways, I'm not everyone's cup of tea and I have accepted that now. And so can say I have somebody that I can just like a family member that I can just call and they pick up. I don't have that. Um, and they might say, "Well, you don't call or you don't get close to us," or um I don't know, but that's just my situation. And so I don't have that support. I'm not in a relationship, obviously. And my YouTube videos are for people who feel alone like I do. And I want almost, it's so beautiful to see someone go through life in a similar way that you do and see how happy they can become or how they make it. And trust me, I've had, like, overall, it was not the worst year of my life. Like, I think a lot of things fell where they needed to fall, and I came to a lot of, I did a lot of healing and inner work, and I was consistent in my therapy. I love, love, love my therapist, and, I just wanna be a better person next year. I don't like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "I wanna be the baddest bitch." Like, I just want to be a better person overall. Like, sometimes you'll catch yourself not understanding someone else and your ego gets in the way and you want to defend yourself right away or be reactive. I just want to become such an unbothered queen. Such an unbothered queen. And yeah, just an unbothered happy queen, and I am creating the soft life for myself. If somebody comes in and wants to help me with it, I am not opposed, but I want to create the soft life by myself and be happy this coming year. And another huge thing is, like, every year that passes, people say it's not my year because maybe they had a family member that passed, which is so, so terrible. Or they experienced depression or they lost their job or etc. But I am trying to be more positive and you just have to be grateful for what you do have. And I journal a lot and I remember on Christmas I was journaling and I said, despite everything going on and how terrible things may seem, um I'm still grateful because I have food, home cooked food that my mom made that was delicious. She made tamales, they were a bomb. I still have my doggies that love me. I have both my parents alive. Both of them gave me a gift, which they didn't need to, but they always, give me something for Christmas. And um just being thankful for what I do have while still I'm big on that. Like, be grateful for what you do have while you're working for what you do want. 2026, I want to be healthier physically, does not mean, oh, I want to lose this amount of weight. No, I'm just doing a lifestyle change that I've been on for the past month. So it's a lifestyle change. I just want to be healthier physically, mentally, and be a more positive person because I can be pretty negative. But I had a lot of things show me this year that it could be worse. And this year, I don't know what's to come. I feel like it's gonna be a very not tough year, but we're going into it with some already issues. Like, not with me, but like with loved ones. Like they're going through something or they're having a big life change. So I am okay with change. I want to go into this year not expecting things to be perfect because life is never going to be perfect. And life is never going to wait for you. Things are always going to happen. Unfortunately, it's always going to be like that. Relationships will fall apart, friendships will fall apart. You could get fired at any given day. Um you could go through health issues. Like something is always going to happen that's bad every other year or every year. I mean, it's just life. And I just more so am praying that I can get the strength to overcome what's to come this year. I'm not asking for a perfect year because life isn't perfect. I just want a better year every year. And I want to almost like they say you can't, like I said, you can't expect a perfect year, but you can give yourself and prepare and give yourself the strength that you'll need for when stuff falls apart. And that's really my mentality going into it. Every year things will happen. I mean, it's life, but just trying to prepare myself and give myself a lot of strength and do new things every year. I want to travel in this coming year. Um and we'll see if that happens. I do want to travel. I did go to Mexico earlier this year and it was fun, but it could have been better, just, you know. But it was fun and I would love to travel again. Not everybody has the money, guys, to travel every year. Like traveling is expensive. And especially like the things I want to do are not cheap. So I'm going to do it. And time is not running out for me. Hopefully it doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Like you never know, but I have a lot of plans that are coming up. I have a lot of good things coming up for myself. And no matter what the negativity is around me or what happens, I will try to stay positive and handle it. And life is like a roller coaster every year. You know, it goes up and down. You know, sometimes you're doing really good and then you fall and then you get back up and you're doing really good. And I don't think life is supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to have some imperfections, a little wabi sabi. Like it's not supposed to be perfect. So I think the mentality we all should have going into 26 is just be more accepting, be better people, be better humans, especially in this time when it seems like women and men are fighting each other and hating each other and the political state. I mean, we all just need to be more understanding, respect, and love each other. Try to be better people. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. You're going to mess up and just accept it and try to do better next time. And there's a lot of evil people in the world. Like I always say, I think there's a lot of evil people and it's not cool to be evil. Like it sounds so middle school of me saying that, but I think a lot of people genuinely think that like being a liar and being a player and being avoidant and being, you know, whatever it is, cold and distant is cool. It's not. It's not cool. Be a lover, and it doesn't matter if certain people can't accept it. Move on with your life and be happy because you are the love you give, you are the light that you give. And with that note, I hope you guys all have a amazing new year. And if you guys don't, and if you guys are alone, don't have to be sad. Okay, you should reflect on all your happy memories and go into this new year just with your head held high because you survived another year. And if nobody tells you, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I am so proud that you didn't give up if you had a hard year. And you have to keep going because the love is somewhere there in the future. It's in the future. The love that you want, the life you want, it's in the future. And you just have to keep going to find it. So, thank you guys for supporting me and have a great new year. And I'll see you in 2026.